One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tar Heels offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Pulls it in. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. This time it's complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Looking for space. It's Dell. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's down. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read. Hit the open guy and let him do the rest.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Staten. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into bust territory at the 49. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Hope. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, North Carolina! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Shoots it to the left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Touchdown, UNC! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got it on the move, and he into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his...
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go in the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So
there he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Panthers are on the move. Takes the handoff. It's down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. to the ground with the back. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Punt is on its way. He's got it. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and he falls incomplete.
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Wilkins. At the 20, he's got space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big...
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jennings. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Dayton.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
North Carolina, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. This one's complete. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from his own end zone. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. Got enough for the first. Wide open spaces. The 30. Running inside the 20. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Power ahead. Touchdown, Panthers. And that one will give them the lead. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Tight end now in motion. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these runs.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Hope. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staten. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hope. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to look downfield again. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. It just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking for space. It's Wilkins. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Throws to the back. Grabbed near the marker. It's Wilkins. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilkins.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Pitt. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught close to the marker, it's Jennings. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Peel off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll test the right side. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, they're after him. Basic connection. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Here we go, here we go.
Just keep slinging it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting attacked.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do